Hi, welcome back. So today I went to the Tormek shop and bought some stuff. Thought I'd show you. This is an old Tormek wheel. It's too small, and it's too small because I've got a really big knife here and it's impossible to get it on there. Even you can see the problem. I'm banging into this wheel. Even if I take this wheel off, I'm banging into the drive wheel. I'm banging into these knobs. It's just, it's too small. When it's really small, it has a tendency to catch as well. So off I went to the shop, gave them all my money, came back with some stuff. So, a couple of things. First of all, the new wheel. The new wheel, I don't just put it straight on. I prepare it. And I prepare it by rounding off the edges and giving it a fresh surface. It comes from Tormek rough. I don't like it rough, it's too rough. So you can see that these edges are very, very sharp, and that's not always a problem, but it is a problem when you're doing knives like this Mondial chef knife. As you're coming into here, as you touch, it really grinds into that nice little bevel there, and I like to give the wheel a round radius which is kind of equal to that there, so that as you're grinding and you come along, it stops with a preset radius and finishes it much nicer. So pop it on. Do the wheel up. Fresh water, and interesting to see it's already emptied the tray straight up. So that's full again. And it's soaking up. Half of it's gone already. Full up again. Down below the mark. And needs some more again. At the mark. Below the mark. So it's still soaking up water. But currently slowing down now. Still needs a bit more. Back up to the mark. Get this straight again. Nice. Let this get a real, and you can really feel how rough that grain is there. Put your thumb on there. Feel that grain? No good. Too rough. Down below the mark again. Put some more in, and I reckon that should be enough. So, grab your stone. On the rough side, 45 on that side, 45 on that side, and then work the radius afterwards. Now, it's important that you don't move the stone too much, because this is spinning very slowly at only 100 RPM. And if you move it before this has had a chance to do one revolution, then you're going to introduce rough and smooth patches, right? So this is how I do it. You can see it's got a bit of a radius there. I counted about 30 seconds. Okay, you can see it hasn't really done that much, but I'll keep working it. Now, not only do I like a radius, but I also want some shoulder angle. So the wheel is straight. As it gets to the edge, I don't want it to go straight into a radius. I want it to have a little ramp as well. So you've got the radius and a ramp and then the flat. So you're losing maybe 10% of the wheel flat surface, but the radius and the on-ramp makes it grind much better. So that's flat. I'm going to lift it up, just cock it a little bit. Not on the smooth side because that'll start gouging. It'll be easier to see like that. Now I've cocked that straight, I've cocked it up just a little bit. I'll do this side, straight, cocked. Now I'm noticing that even brand new, the wheel has got slightly out of round already. So that's interesting. Out of round doesn't matter too much because your knife will move with it. How long does a wheel last? Well, the way that I'm sharpening, I've been quite busy the last quarter. This one lasted about 3 months, they just told me. You were in just in February. Currently May. See how I was moving it around too much? I've got to remember not to. It needs time to grind. And just eyeballing it is fine. Nice. And I'll prepare it with a 320 grit diamond plate. If I need it to go rougher, I'll go down to the 80, but only when I need it. Otherwise it'll just wear the wheel out a lot faster. And the 320 is fine for blades or edges that are pretty good already and just a little bit blunt. If they're damaged, then you'll have to go down to the 80. Now, some people have asked me where I get these plates from. Okay, just off eBay. There are two types. This one is my 80 grit, and the 80 grit without the rubber backing seems to be a rougher grade than the 80 grit with a rubber backing. I don't know why, Chinese, who knows. So I prefer the 80 grit without the rubber backing, and it seems to have lasted a lot longer. I don't know what happened there, but these edges here have been lasted. This is the first one that I ever bought and I've still got it. This 320, I like it with the rubber backing. If you get a 320 without the rubber backing, I think it's, I don't know, it's just a different grade. Every manufacturer must be different. But this one has lasted me for a very long time, whereas the, I don't know if you can even get the 320 without the rubber backing, because the plates that I have without the rubber backing only goes to 400, goes to 400 only. There's no 320 without the rubber backing. So I like the rubber backing and a 320, and that times 3 is about 960, and that seems to be a perfect finishing grade for knives, or even a starting and finishing grade for knives that are just blunt. So I'm going to hit it with the 320. Just that ramp and the radius. Ramp and the radius. That's ready to use. Now don't forget to reset your angle master back to the full height of a new wheel. I've done that before, no good. Speaking of the angle master, I bought a new one. These are consumable. Why are they consumable? As you place it on the wheel, it rubs on that first corner, and you can see that it wears it out. You see there, it's worn out on this edge. So you've got two facets now. You've got the angle that you're going to put up against the blade, and you've got another one there. Here's one that's really worn out. See how worn out it is? That is all worn out, and there's only a little tiny facet left to measure on the blade. This one's a junk one. This one's the one I've been using just recently. It's about half worn, a little bit less than, yeah, about half worn and half left. And so I bought a brand new one. Which is, well, let's compare it to the fully junk one. Right, see that? Fresh flat plate. And this one's worn out with only a little bit left. More accuracy here. Now, what I've been thinking, and apparently there's a 3D file that you can reprint one of these yourself. But I'm thinking of making one out of metal, or having one made for me so that it lasts a lot longer and doesn't have to be purchased. These are $60, so I mean, it's only 4 knives, but still, I don't want to pay for something I don't have to. And this is wearing out inconsistently, so I don't know how to stop it. Maybe put some ceramic coating on there, but that'll wear out pretty quickly as well. And it wears out because as you're putting it onto the wheel, you're you're sliding it up. As you're sliding it up, it wears out this corner. So that's what I did today. Wearing out a wheel is good because it means I'm busy, which means I'm making some money. Alright, that's today's lesson over. Good luck in your sharpening, and if you enjoyed this stuff, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Likes are free. Why wouldn't you give me one? You've watched this far. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.